In this video we're going to have a look at finding the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple. So we'll look at finding the highest common factor of 12 and 15. So the first thing we need to do is draw a factor tree to find the prime factors of each number. So 12, we can divide that by 2. And that'll give us 6. We can divide 6 by 2. That'll give us 3. So these are the prime factors of 12. So let's do that for 15. We could divide it by 3 and that will give us 5. So 15 has 2 prime factors. So to find the highest common factor, we compare the factors of both numbers. So 12 has the factors 2, 2, 3, and number 15 has the factors 3 and 5. So we can see that 3 is a common factor. So 3 is the highest common factor. Now the lowest common multiple. And what we do, we look how many of each number there is. So on here we've got a 2 and we've got 2 of them. We've got 1, 3. We don't count it twice. We've only got 1, 3 in each one. And we've got 1, 5. So we multiply those together. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 15s are 30. 2 30s are 60. So the lowest common multiple is 60. So that's 5 12s and 4 15s. So let's look at let's do the highest common factor and lowest common multiple of 60 and 72. So 60 can be divided by 2. That'll be 2 and 30. 30 can be divided by 3, and that will give us 10. You could divide it by 2 and get 15. It doesn't really matter, it's personal preference. 10 can be divided by 2 and gives us 5. So they're the prime factors of 60. Whichever way you do it, it will give you the same answer if you do it right. So 72, we could divide that by 2 and that will give us 36. 36, we could divide that by 2. That will give us 18. 18, we could divide that by 2 again. And that will give us 9. And 9 can divide by 3, giving us 3. So they're the prime factors of 72. So let's write them out to find the highest common factor. So the highest common factor of 60 and 72. So the factors of 60 are 2, 2, 3 and 5. The factors of 72 are 2, 2, 2, 3 and 3. So for the highest common factor, we look what's common to both. So we've got a 2 that's common to both, another 2 that's common to both, and a 3 that's common to both. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. So 12 is the highest common factor. So the lowest common multiple, what we have to do, looking back at our numbers, is we have to find how many of each number there are. Now this one here has 3 2's, so we don't count these ones again, we just say that there are 3 2's, 2 times 2 times 2, and we've also got 2 3's. So again, we just count when there's the most of the number. We don't count them if there's only one, we count them 2. And then the 5, there is only one of that, so that's the most 5's. So we multiply all this together. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 15's are 45. 2 times 45 is 90. 2 90's are 180. 280's are 360. So the lowest common multiple is 360, and both 60 and 72 will go into that. So just to recap, when we picked these 2's, we picked the number 2, and then we looked for where there was the most of them. So here there is the most of them. There's 3 of them. When we looked at the number 3, we again find the most of them. So there's actually 2 3's. And then we looked at the other number, the number 5, and the most of them is 1 5. So they're the ones we multiply together. You find the most of each number.